Alrighty, so this will be a Tesla stock technical analysis, the part 2 version. Be sure to watch part 1 if you haven't seen it. We pointed out some key levels. So this video will be talking about Tesla scenarios for the short term, for the medium term, and for the long term. And be sure to look out for these key levels if you're in Tesla, want to be in Tesla, if you're a day trader, swing trader, or even an investor. So today we had a really good day. Tesla closed at the high of the day or near the high of the day after breaking all-time highs around 1,800. Tesla now has a $340 billion market cap, and Tesla is actually in our game plan to trade over 1685 on the video that we posted on Sunday. And TOS was unfortunately down this morning or during the day, so I kind of missed the initial part of Tesla, but we were able to catch a debit spread right about here when we made this nice push up, and we made a nice little bull flag, and over 1710, I believe it was, is where I got in on this debit spread, and we went ahead and bought the 1990 call and sold the 2000 call. So what this does is it costed me $114. My max profit is $1,000 minus $114, so a little less than $900 is my max profit. And that is if Tesla can close next week above 2,000. And we've been mentioning in the game plan that if it breaks this 1685 level, it's likely to test all-time highs. And then look, if we go to a 5-minute chart on a wedge pattern, we see an ascending triangle. And this means the lows are getting higher. And we have that flat top all-time high resistance. And what I should have done better is I should have added over the high of the day, but that's besides the point. So where's Tesla going to go? Well, the fact that it made a new all-time high and closed at the high means that it's likely to gap up and have a continuation move. So hourly above the old all-time high of 1800, so go to your hour chart. And as long as we are above 1800, we are good to go to the next level. You'll see it look like a bounce. Maybe there's a morning drop or something like that, or a first move up and then it slowly sells off to 1800. Watch for that level to hold. If that level holds, that level is valid. And so that's for, and if it's closing hourly below 1800, Tesla might need a little bit more time to consolidate and zigzag, although it is ultimately still pretty good as long as it's above 1700, 1690 zone. Tesla's a very volatile stock, so you need to give it a lot of wiggle room in its ranges. So if we're looking for where Tesla could go in the short term, in the medium term, my target is 2,100. That's based on the daily and weekly chart bull flag, which we'll talk about later. But right now, if we take a look at the daily chart, right here, the Tesla was selling off, and then it closed at the low of the day. Normally, you'd expect some follow through to the downside when it closed at the low of the day. So each of these candles represents a whole day of price action. Elon Musk announced the Tesla stock split, and that gapped up the stock. When it was a bearish setup and then you gap up, a lot of the shorts are trapped, and we were mentioning that as we're catching this move to the upside. We were mentioning that it's not so much that a lot of people are buying Tesla. They probably are, but there's probably a lot of shorts trapped, and that's shorts have to buy to cover and take their loss. So that squeezes the stock higher and higher and higher, and that's why Tesla's been running up so much. The short sellers just are getting destroyed on squeezes. So medium term, we take a look at the weekly chart. And if we take a look at the weekly chart, we see a nice move up, and then we have some sideways consolidation, be it very wide, couple $100 wide, and we just broke out and closed above that. So what we can do is we can duplicate this drawing. So we can right click, duplicate, and then we can put this to the top of this move, and that will be our measured target on Tesla. We can duplicate this drawing right here, and we can send it to the top, and that can be our measured target for Tesla. And if we go to the monthly chart, that puts Tesla off the screen a little bit, but probably watch the 2200, 2300. And so that's one way, the bull flag, 2200, 2300. It might be a little bit further since it's off the screen, but it's sometimes usually good to be conservative, especially when things start going parabolic like this. But if we use the Fibonacci extension tool, Fibonacci extensions, and we go from low too high. We can see that there's an extension right about 2,300, so that lines up pretty good. So 2,300 is a stretch target. I'm shooting for about 2,100 based on the debit spread that we purchased. So Tesla, it's pretty interesting. We'll see how this goes. Above, in the long term, above $1,500 a share, that marks about this point. Let's go to the daily chart to see this. Above 1,500, 1,400, Tesla is very good. Daily below these gaps, so if we start closing daily below maybe 1,300, daily below 1,200, then it might likely test 1,000 per share. So watch out for that. So watch 1,000 per share if we start getting below these gaps down here. And so check for those extensions on the upside. 2,300 looks pretty good. And then in terms of what I'm doing, maybe I'll sell my long-term shares at $20,000. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'll never sell my shares. So keep an eye out for Tesla. We've got the bull flags. We've got good momentum. Let's see where we can go. Thanks for tuning in. See ya.